The first thing I, would do if I got out of here is kind of exert myself back into a family dynamic of my family. You got to realize when before I came to prison, we had like a family unit out there. I mean, everything from the time I grew up, I can remember us always coming together for everything. Birthday parties, I mean, after church, Sunday dinners, things like that. And so to me, that was the time when we would come together and talk about, what was going on in the family, issues and stuff like that. And I think that I need that kind of support, because this has been one of those situations that you need to, I guess you can say, decompress from, and my family's going to be that, for me. I know they're going to be there. They're there now. Friends, supporters. That's just the emotional part. I would, turn to them more. If I was going through something, I would turn to anybody, if I needed help. I wouldn't allow myself to retreat within myself the way I used to. And I think I'm past that, which is a good thing. Plus, I talk to my family now, about things when I'm going through things. So to me, I think that's a key thing, to ensure my success, and to ensure that I don't come back, to rely on them and to depend on them, for that emotional support. So I would hit the ground in a sense running. And, one thing about talking to Halim, he was in prison. He got out and now has art everywhere. I'm talking about everywhere. I mean, his art goes for like between $40,000 to $50,000 each piece. He started off from the bottom. And, when we talk, he was like, the most important thing is to make sure you have a plan. And so when I laid him out my, full plan, he was like, you're going to succeed. Because he said most people fail when they think they're going to wait till they come home to start their plan. My plan has already started. This is my plan. My creativity, tapping into those things, friends. I've had job offers. A friend of mine, T.O., he offered me a job, with him in California. He's like, you can come up here. I had a friend in New York. She runs a marketing advertising company up there. She offered me a job. I even had a lawyer offer me a job to be a paralegal, because I do research and stuff like that. So, I mean, the opportunities are endless. I just need the opportunity. And I think that's key. And that's kind of my way of showing, that that's why I should be considered, for relief on my behalf. It's not that you're letting a person go who's just saying they're innocent. You have a person who's going to contribute to society so much. And for me, especially with young kids, young males, I wanted to, kind of start an initiative called like the Ties to Success. And it's about a tie program. And it came to me because I remember the first time I wore my first tie. I felt so empowered, when I wore it. I felt like I had a mission in life. And a lot of black kids don't even get to wear ties. They don't even know what it feels like. They think it's something stuffy, something, bougie, sophisticated, until you put one on and you have a purpose. So I kind of wanted to create an initiative where you start introducing kids to ties early. Where when you go somewhere, let me show you what it feels like to feel successful at an early age. And you start introducing like these early education programs, which I think which have been important to me. You have these institutions that help you be a basketball player. They might ask an NBA star to come by one day and shoot basketball with you. But you didn't even know the kid you just shot basketball with couldn't even read. So before you pick up that ball, I want you to get your education first. Let me start reaching out. And that's the thing, I guess you can say, I see the benefit of going to Clayton and going to, the city schools. Why not go to Clayton and tell some of those teachers to come to the inner city schools? Teach these kids early on about taxes. It's about saving money. Program their minds early. If I had this stuff, just imagine what I could be doing right now. But I had to go through these trials and tribulations. So what can I do to make sure that next kid doesn't end up in a situation like I am, or make the same mistakes I made, and that's the whole thing. I believe I don't give, once again, I have to say, I'm not going to be that guy to say I give prison credit for anything. I give the people in my life credit, you know, for helping me overcome my situation. You know, because prison, believe it or not, you know, we were talking about this situation. They've taken almost all of the programs out of this situation. You can't hardly get anything. They offer you a GED program, and the teacher comes around once every 3 months. And you're supposed to get education that way. So what if you have a question? You can't ask them anything. You can't get anything in here. So, like I said, I can either say, okay, well, they're stopping me. I can write somebody to help me. And that's the beautiful thing about having a great support system. Nobody I'm around will allow me to fail. And then I will not allow myself to fail. Why? Because these people have invested so much time in me. You know, and that's the whole thing. You all are here today because the people who brought you here believe in me. So I can't let anybody down. That's why I'm relentless at working on my legal stuff. That's why I'm relentless at trying to improve myself every day. I want them to believe in me the same way that I believe in myself, because I know that at the end of the day, if everybody is on the same page and they see me the way I see myself, I won't fail. And that's why, you know, am making this plea, you know, kind of to the Justice Department and saying, look, give me that opportunity. You know, we always talk about, you know, the mistakes people make. Let me be one of your success stories. Let me be one of those stories you come back and say, you know what? We need to do this more often. We need to probably go inside these prisons and see the talent we have in here instead of burying them, you know, under all these cages and keeping them in prison for a long period of time. Because trust me, you have a lot of talent in here, but they're so overwhelmed with hopelessness. And I almost became a victim. Trust me, when I started feeling sick, one of my appeals are getting denied. You know how many times I've wanted to just end my life, just to let go? I'm talking about literally. I just want to say, okay, this is too much damn pain. I got to carry the past, the present, and no future. All that in one. But like I said, when I pick up that pen or pick up that brush, nothing matters anymore. I'm gone. I erased it for that moment. And then I can reboot and start all over again the next day. So to me, I feel like you have so many kids who want that opportunity. And they need somebody out there who's going to stand up for them, who's going to talk to them, who has been through what they've been through, who has been through worse than what they've been through, and realize like, okay, it's okay to be vulnerable. You know, I hate, you know, in a sense that it took me so long to be this vulnerable. I held this stuff in for years. It kind of felt therapeutic to get it out, you know, and I just want the opportunity to expand my wings more. You know, I feel like I've overcome the obstacles that are in my way. I feel like I've done everything I can do in here. And, you know, that's just like, you know, they always, when you see a bird and the mother bird, you know, sends the, you know, bird off, you know, I'm that bird. They need to let me go. Let me fly. You know, that's the thing I think I'm asking for the opportunity to, as I said, be that success story. And I will not let anybody down. I don't think I've let people down in here. So just imagine what I'll do in the world with the resources, you know, that I have opportunity to touch, and, you know, the people I'll be allowed to meet. And to me, that's the one thing I want, probably more than anything, the thing I think I deserve, you know, at this point in my life. And as I explain to people, it's not about just somebody who wants to go home because they're better. I'm innocent and I'm better.